It's the NFL on EA Sports. And all eyes are on the Jaguars. Rookie linebacker.
First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd down, Swift shifts by him, and they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. You look at this Jaguar defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And what a game he is coming off of.
Oh, unbelievable.
Absolutely. And you know how much I love the history of the game. He broke a record held by the Dutchman,
Norm Van Brocklin,
right? You got to go all the way back to 1951, and he threw for 5.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they can't bring him down. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Operating from the gun. Nance. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Hey, check that.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
11.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And he's been throwing the ball up for grabs here early on. 2 passes, 2 interceptions. He'll try and rein things in a bit here as he starts again on first down. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A short throw to Ingram. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go play action with Lawrence. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. And this time he is in. A great effort there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. K'Lavon Chason came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. And shutting him off down on the field. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. (7-7) our score after one. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. His throw incomplete. The Jaguars sitting at 5-2 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Colts will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
On 1st and 10, Nance. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
A short throw to Ingram. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag. Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Play action. It's Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. John Mechie from 19 yards away. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
The Colts on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Nance.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with ETN.
They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
ETN will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Looking to throw. Nance.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away.
Watch out for Hill on the return. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. A short throw to Ingram. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now Lawrence. This ball caught by Mechie. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun. Nance. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Nance across midfield. He's got room at the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A throw over the middle taken in. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw again. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of it.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Under pressure, they got him again. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
And his throw is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work.
And Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of him, but you know the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make, and that way you try and get his confidence back up.
He's going to air one out.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Now Lawrence to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lawrence. Is caught downfield by Mechie. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 46 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 2. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
They'll try again.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jaguars are able to add on to that lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And got his man complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield.
Roughing the passer, defense.
The passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Devin Lloyd
in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Nance. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Devin Lloyd.
My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. He's got his target. That's complete.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 10 at the 31-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Nance in trouble, and he's taken down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Off the play fake. Nance. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Operating from the gun. Nance. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45.
And they will take over first and 10.
The Jaguars getting set to go.
And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up comping the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry, and now points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Devin Lloyd
in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 19-yard line.
89 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We have played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing on first down. Nance. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Foyesade Aluakin
came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
From the gun, here's Swift.
Gets by him. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
28 yards.
And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Hey, Ron.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
I got him.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And that will be incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Devin Lloyd in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record.
To throw on second down. Nance.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
Looking to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Devin Lloyd gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Looking to throw on second down. Nance.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So a change of possession here on the punt. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
There he goes, left side. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 50 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. A nice little juke. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Back to throw. Nance. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
From back at their own 10-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 53 yards.
They go play action with Lawrence. And, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Red on red.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, kill.
On play action, Lawrence. Caught left side by Mechie.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 34. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try to run this one in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. To try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
Hey, lion.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Nance
looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Nance.
This pass left side to Downs.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. Well, fans usually love to see scoring.